Judge, can I ask Aristo 4 Plus what their name is?
I asked, they didn't answer. Go ahead.
The person on Aristo 4 Plus must have been reading my mind. He left. I was going to tell him you got to be removed if you can't respond.
Okay, well, there we go. All right, good morning, everyone. This is Judge Deborah Langston coming to you live from the 36th District Court in the city of Detroit. This is courtroom 434, and we are doing defendants whose last names start with the letter G, L, or O. We've checked everyone in, and now we're going to put them into a breakout room with our esteemed House Counsel this morning, Regina Triplett. And then when we come out, Ms. Triplett, I would prefer that you speak to all of your clients first, and then we'll bring everyone out and we'll put all the pleas on the record at once. If you have a client that's, pleading not guilty, or they got some explanation, or ladies and gentlemen, if you have a piece of paper showing that you did have a license, that your car was insured, please get that so that you can show Ms. Triplett as an officer of the court. She will tell me, Judge, Ms. So-and-so, Mr. So-and-so showed me proof that they were licensed on such and such a day or such and such a time. So if you have that, go get it. And we're now going to put you all in a breakout room where you'll be allowed to speak with Ms. Triplett. You can tell her all your woes and troubles at night. Just talk about your case at hand. Y'all not paying her enough to listen to your life story. Okay. Now, when I call your name, look out. I'm going to send you an invitation to join a breakout room. All right, So first, Ms. Triplett, I'm going to assign you to breakout room number 2. And I'm going to put Mr. Calvin Leister. Are you here, sir? Lester?
Yes,
Calvin?
ma'am.
All right, Mr. How do you say your last name, sir?
Leister.
Leister, Mr. Leister. I'm going to put you in breakout room number 2. There was a lady who was here first, Miss Garcia. I'm not going in the right order. Miss Garcia, I'm going to put you in breakout room number 2.
Okay, Your Honor.
Mr. Oliver. Mr. Oliver.
Yes.
Gregory Oliver. There
Yes.
you are. Breakout room 3, sir.
Yes.
Miss Langston.
Okay.
Breakout room 3. Miss Gaddis.
Yes.
Breakout room 3. Mr. Robert Owens. Mr. Owens.
Yes, Your Honor.
There you are, Mr. Owens, breakout room 4. Mr. Gomez, I'm going to put you in breakout room 2 since you say you're not feeling well, and I know you were here earlier, so there will be 4 people in breakout room 2. Samuela Nigel.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Breakout room 4, ma'am. Sean Gist. Mr.
Yes.
Gist, breakout
Yes.
room 4. And Miss Green.
Yes.
Miss Green, weren't you here the other day?
Yes. And they told me to come back today.
Okay, why did we tell you to come back today?
She said that I had to come back today. She didn't give me a reason. She just told me to come back on the 4th.
No, Miss Green, I give people a reason for coming back on a different day. Were you improperly dressed? What was going on?
No, I didn't even speak to you. Whoever
Miss
the
Green,
person.
Miss Green, the only she you probably spoke to is me. Now my clerk is a male, and my court reporter is a she, but she wouldn't give you any specific, reasons not to come other than, Miss Green, you're not properly dressed, put on a blouse with a collar or something like that. So I just wondered why you're back today. Because I know I saw your face before. Okay.
Yes, right. I honestly was not given a reason. I was just told that, okay, that I need to appear on the 4th. And that was it.
Well, maybe you came in on the wrong day, and I had my clerk look it up, and he said, well, she's supposed to be on the 4th. But anyway, you're here today, so we'll just assign you to a breakout room. We'll put you in breakout room number 3, ma'am. Okay.
What's your first name, Miss Green?
Tracy. See?
Tracy, she's on the docket.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I even knew your first name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't understand.
Everyone. All right, Miss Green, breakout room number 3, please.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Gomez. Mr. Gomez.
You have to unmute, Mr. Gomez.
Mr. Gomez, please join breakout room number 2. Look at your phone and join. Thank you. Now, whoever this Aristo 4 Plus is, I'm just going to remove them. They won't answer. Okay. So Tamika, like I like to have I've been using a little different procedure. It gives the clerk a little break to get themselves together and everybody can, after checking everybody in. So she'll be talking to all of the defendants before we get back on the record, so we can address any other administrative problems between now and the time she gets back on the record with the defendants, okay?
Okay,
You sent me a docket?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here this morning, Tamika.
You said what?
I said, I'm glad they sent you to me this morning.
You sure don't act like it.
I know.
How many times did you say, I don't have a clerk? I was getting ready to call Tamika and say, well, what are you, a potted plant?
Yeah. Some of the clerks they send to you are exactly that, a potted plant.
Oh, Lord.
You know where I'm going. They just a pot, they just warming their seed. Okay, I got it. I knew last night I wasn't going to have a clerk because I talked to Lewis and I said, hey, Lewis, how come you didn't send me the show causes? And he is off.
Yeah, I called him not too long. I called him because I ain't see him. He ain't sound too good.
I said, why aren't you on your way to the hospital? Who is this gentleman now? There's a gentleman on the Aristo 4 with, who are you, sir? He's still not connected. Mr. Lester, yes, sir. What happened?
Okay.
She told me to leave the breakout. So,
Who did?
the lady I was talking to.
Well, I'll put you in the waiting room then. I told her to keep people in the breakout room.
Make payments on these cases. Yeah. Yeah, I see that you had a court date yesterday. Yes, I am, Mrs. Grant. I'm doing it right now. So give me a few minutes and I'll cancel the warrants and enter the information in that Sir Clerk did not do it for you.
The gentleman on the Aristo 4 Plus, your name, sir?
What is your new address?
He hung up. Okay.
Okay, you said what? Go ahead. Okay, you're all set, Ms. Green. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Oh.
Courtroom 434. Yes. No. Nope. I think it's the 224-2090. Mhm. No, I don't have it. Wait a minute. Lewis may have it wrote up. No, but I can run across there if you need me to. Okay. Mhm.
Mm.
Hello.
Yes, Ms. Green?
I was knocked out of my group. I'm in number
Okay.
3.
Okay, let me put you back in there then.
Thank you.
Here we are. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Mhm. The person on the Aristo 4+, please identify yourself. On the Aristo 4+. I'm going to remove you from the call until you can identify yourself. Okay, dokie. Good morning, sir. On the Aristo 4+, your name, please.
Judge, I sent him a chat asking his name.
Well, we have to resort to the old fashioned way, which is,
Maybe he can just call in.
exactly what I was getting ready to send him the number. I was sending him a message, please call in on this number. I'm just gonna write it up using my black marker, my Sharpie. Can you see that, Sandy?
Not on mute, not the phone number. Okay. On your fingers. Yeah, there you go.
I think he can see it, Judge.
Well,
He's responding.
all right.
I'll be
I
right back.
can't.
Okay, back to the judge. I think. We'll put it on mute for a little while.
Mr. Gomez, I'm going to put you in a waiting room until we get started.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Is that Mr. Aristo number 4? Is that who we've been trying to communicate with?
I sent him the phone number to call. Did he finally call in on the phone? He didn't call in on the phone.
No, Judge, I think you took it down before he could write it. So I sent him a chat and asked him to call the courtroom. We gave him the courtroom.
Oh,
Now
Can you see the number?
he see it. I can see it. 929?
Yes.
now you know there's some more that goes after that when he calls.
Well, what else?
I think
Yeah.
it's regular 360-434.
Well, he's calling that. That's the meeting ID. Well, I'm telling you, did you send him a chat to tell him that? I don't think he can receive the chat if he's not connected, although I'm just gonna say call the courtroom because.
Judge Langston.
Yes,
Judge,
ma'am.
once he calls that number that you put up to him,
Yes.
prompt him to put in the 360-434-0000.
Well,
That-
then he do that.
Audio.
No, and after he calls the phone number, he still has to put that in. So you may want to put that on.
It prompts him to do that. I don't know why he isn't doing it. Miss Triplett, take that down.
Okay.
Just tell him to call this number. He's just looking at us like we're dumb.
I don't think he can see it. I don't think he can see it.
He see it. Number.
Oh, the courtroom number.
Yeah, it's the courtroom number. I'm
Yeah.
gonna write courtroom number.
Maybe you should tell him to hang up his phone from Zoom. Maybe that's what's got him stuck.
I'm gonna disconnect him again. Maybe he's sitting there scratching his face. You saying, wait a minute. We can't see you.
Oh, he can't, okay, nothing. Never mind.
Yeah. All right, Miss Triplett, you need to go to another breakout room, ma'am. I'm not gonna worry myself with him. I'm gonna disconnect him. Maybe he'll
I'm
figure
ready.
it out.
Miss Triplett, did you get to talk to Mr. Goss?
I did, thank you.
All right, so
Okay,
you ready to go to another breakout room? We're gonna put you in number 3.
Okay.
Should have done that before trying to talk to Mr. I ain't paying no attention.
Y'all know, I'll be right back.
Okay, Tamika. Who's Jason Lovejoy? Mr. Lovejoy?
Yeah.
Are you on an Aristo 4 Plus phone, sir?
I don't know.
Mr. Lovejoy, wake up and answer my question. What type of phone are you on, sir?
The iPhone.
Okay, thank you. You're late. You're all over an hour late calling in. Is that right, Mr. Lovejoy? You sound like you just woke up.
Well, my lawyer told me don't come on till about 9:30
Okay, you got a
or
trial in my court.
9:30ish.
Mr. Lovejoy, do you have a trial in my courtroom today? I don't know why your
No,
lawyer would tell you that. Who's your lawyer, Mr. Lovejoy?
John Morgan.
General Morgan.
John.
Who?
John Morgan.
Joe Morgan. I don't know Mr. Morgan. And so your last name is Lovejoy. And he told you to come on at 9:30. I don't know why. I don't even see you on my docket.
Oh, well, I'm probably not in your courtroom then.
Well, Mr. Lovejoy, if your last name starts with L, G, or O, you're in the right courtroom. I'm looking at my 1:30 docket. I don't see you on my 1:30 docket either. So call your lawyer, because your lawyer hasn't checked in either. So you probably have the wrong court date. Miss Tamika, can we look up Mr. Jason Lovejoy and see when he's supposed to be here? Okay. Miss Langston?
Your Honor.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe Timmy went to the bathroom.
Who went to the bathroom? Oh, Tamika,
Tamika.
okay. Miss Langston?
Yes,
Okay, why are you back on screen, man?
she told me to leave the breakout room.
Go. All right. Okay, I'm gonna put you in the weight room then. I told her to leave
Okay.
everybody in the breakout room. Let me go in there and tell her, leave everybody in the breakout room. Let's see. Okie dokie. Mr. Lovejoy, you need to
Yeah.
call your attorney. Hang up this call your attorney and find out when you're supposed to be here, because you're not on my docket. Okay. Aristo 4 is still trying to connect. Gaddis is here. Chavez, Mr. Gomez, Tracy Green, Mr. Lester.
Sandy? Sandy? She couldn't hear me.
She probably TikToking to somebody too.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, is the person that she wanted me to look up still on here?
You know what? Who, the person we can't reach or get in touch with? Who can't answer?
Well, people said she wanted me to look up somebody and see if he had court today or something.
Probably. Oh, I don't know who it could be, but probably it's the Aristo 4 Plus, because he's been, having a hard time getting on. So she probably just wants to even make sure that he's here today.
Oh, okay. No, he hasn't called yet. Okay.
Aristo 4 Plus. Can you see him on the screen or the name?
Nope, it's just a blank screen for us right now.
Okay. Yeah, there's this one person who he's having audio problems. So that's probably.
Okay. I hope he gets through.
But you know what? Maybe it's not him because you don't even have the name for him yet. So I don't know who. Judge, she wants to know who you want her to look up.
Oh, I don't even know anymore. I thought we were looking up Miss Langston. That's okay though. That's okay. It might be we might need because I don't see her on the docket, at least a date of the incident.
Okay.
Yeah, Langston.
Let's see. The date was April 26, 2020.
4/26/24, Langston. And how
not
you
20, not 21, 2020.
That's what I wrote. 4/26/20.
Okay.
Okay, for Langston. That's the date of the incident. Okay. And I think I know how to spell her last name.
Well, I should hope so.
That's hilarious. You think you would notice? Oh, the judge got the same last name as me. All right. Okay.
Did you put any of this stuff in? I don't know. Did they want me to?
I don't think he did because like I said, because he said he was feeling, wasn't feeling it.
Oh.
Yeah. So because I think he just bounced because once he got worse, he probably couldn't drive back home or something.
Aww.
Yeah. So he could, he did what he could, but when he was in a certain condition. Shoot.
Yeah. These need to be put in because this is the second person that been called and asked about their tickets not being put in for this.
Oh.
Good morning, Sean's iPhone. Is this Mr. Gist?
Yes, I don't know what happened. I just looked up and I wasn't on the call no more.
Okay, Mr. Gist, did you ever speak with the attorney?
No, I was in the break room and for the longest, but I just look. I don't know how I disconnected. I ain't hang up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on just a moment, please. All right, Mr. Gist, I'm going to put you in the breakout room number 4 so that you can speak with the, let me see if I can find you here. Sean's iPhone, Jesus. Breakout room number 4, Mr. Gist.
All right, thank you.
Ms. Triplett?
We're ready to go, Judge.
All right, I just sent a gentleman to breakout room number
Did
4.
you? Okay,
Mr. Gist, he got disconnected somehow. You've
Okay.
already done number 4?
Everybody, I can't remember where I was.
I think you were in number 3. There are two people.
I think so.
In number 4 now, okay?
Okay, I'm on my way there.
I'm gonna move you to 4, okay.
Okay.
Sandy. Sandy. Dantes Vincent. Oops, I don't know who that is. They're not doing it right.
Hello, Mr. Vincent, do you have court today?
He can't hear you.
Oh,
He can't hear you. He didn't enable his audio. He's got the same problem Aristo Ford did.
oh goodness. Courtroom 434. Yeah, judge is calling for you. Okay,
Judge, do you want me to call you, or you can tell me now?
Tell you what.
Tamika said that you were calling me. I got a question.
Yeah, I was, but it's okay.
Okay.
Louis gonna owe me big time, Your Honor.
Well, you know what?
I'm closing his cases from yesterday for him.
You know, Tamika, he did not send me the show causes from yesterday. That's what prompted me to send him a text last night. And when he called me, I was like, why aren't you in the hospital like right now, Louis? Somehow his heart was hurting him and he thought he was going to pass out. And
oh my goodness.
Yes. He said, Judge, this wasn't just shortness of breath. My heart was actually hurting. I was like, Louis, why aren't you in the hospital, please?
Yeah.
Mr. Vincent, Mr. Vincent, Dantes Vincent. Mr. Vincent, he's in the wrong courtroom. I don't do letter B. Mr. Vincent?
Does it say what his first name is? I can check.
Dantes, D-O-N-T-A-Z, Vincent, V-E-N-S-O-N.
He don't have any tickets, so I don't know why he's here.
He may be totally in the wrong type of courtroom. We don't know. But anyway, we don't do the letter V.
No.
So
I sent him a chat saying that we can't hear him and he can't hear us, but maybe he's not even looking at the chat.
Tell him to call the courtroom.
Good morning, courtroom 434. What is your name, sir? Okay, Mr. Lowe, you have to go on Zoom to check in. You don't check in through the courtroom. Yes. Nine 965-3414. You're welcome. Courtroom 434. Mm-hmm. What kind of case is that, Mr. Langston?
Say what?
So the ticket is your ticket or is someone else's? What's your mom's last name? And her first name is Shirley. Wait a minute, Mrs. Vincent. SH. Uh-huh. Okay, she missed the court date that she had April 27th, so they rescheduled her for July 4th. I'm sorry, June. Mhm. I don't see it in our system. It says June 4th. Mhm. Mhm.
Also, I'm gonna call
Is that the only ticket she had?
a little later,
Yep.
trying to get this trip to New York settled
No, okay.
for me and my lady.
It's at
Hey,
8:30.
peoples, we can hear your conversation.
Sorry. Jeez.
Okay. Just wanted you to know.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I didn't know my voice is that deep.
Three and four breakout rooms are ready.
Okay, I'm going to shut down all the breakout rooms and bring the people out of the waiting room.
Sounds good.
Okay. Mr. Gomez? Mr. Lester?
I'm here.
Okay, and this is Mr. Dis. We had to rename him. Here we come. All right. Okay, everybody's back from the break room and the waiting room, and we're ready to go on the record with some pleas. Let's call People versus Romel Gomez. This is file number SP 112-99551. Mr. Gomez has 4 matters pending before the court: no registration, driving suspended repeat offender, no insurance, and improper plates. Sir, your name, please, for the record. Mr. Gomez, can you please go somewhere where we can see your face? You're pretty much a black blob right now. And unmute your phone. Ah, there you are. Okay, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
There. Okay, your name, please, sir.
Roel Gomez.
All right, Mr. Gomez, and I'm appearing on behalf of Mr. Gomez.
Regina Triplett, Your Honor, P number 69160.
All right, Mr. Gomez, I have a recommendation in my hand. It's a little confusing. Is he pleading guilty to 2 counts of failed to display, and they're moving to dismiss the driving suspended and the other matters?
Your Honor, I thought I saw failure to display an improper plates. Let me see.
Now on count 1, he's got failure to display, but there's another count 3 he didn't indicate. Let me see, what's count 3 on here?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. He was the person, I did give Mr. Goss a call. And yes, the count 1, it should be a failure to display an improper place, Your Honor.
Okay, okay.
Looking at the docket.
Okay, all right. So Mr. Gomez, the prosecutors offered to dismiss 2 in exchange for your guilty plea to 2 counts that do not carry any points on your driving record. Is that your understanding, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Gomez, and you are pleading guilty, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that in pleading guilty, you are giving up your rights to a trial and all the rights you would have had you gone to trial.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Gomez, October 28th of last year, were you driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
When the officer stopped you, were you able to give him a valid driver's license?
No, ma'am.
And did you have proper plates on your car?
No, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Gomez, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to those 2 matters. The fine, as I indicated earlier, is $265 for each. I don't believe you owe any SOS fees. It's, I think October from now, they weren't issuing SOS. So 265 times 2 is $530. Ms. Clerk, could you check to see if Mr. Gomez has any SOS pending? I don't want to tell him one thing. Mr. Gomez, you could possibly owe the Secretary of State another $180 on these 4 matters. I'm asking the clerk to check and see if you really do.
No, he doesn't have any SOS fees, Your Honor.
All right, great. Sir, did you post a bond in this matter?
No, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Gomez, are you paying this $530 today?
I want to see if I could pay it in payments.
When would this matter be paid in full, Mr. Gomez?
It would be paid in full on 8/27, if that's all right with you.
No, that's a little too far out. Pick some time during 90 days from now. This is May the 3rd, 4th. I'm sorry, Mr. Gomez.
7/27.
I'm sorry. Someone spoke. One more time.
7/27, ma'am.
7/27 is fine, sir. Okay. So you can make payments on that, Mr. Gomez, as long as it's paid off by July 27th.
Okay.
Okay. All right, sir, you're all set. We're going to remove you from the call.
What was the total again, ma'am?
$530.
530. Can you give me the number again, or would it be on my ticket?
What number?
The case number? I got it.
You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
All right, Mr. Gomez, I hope you feel better, sir. Thank you for
Okay,
your
ma'am.
patience this morning.
Thank you, ma'am. You have a nice day.
You're welcome. Okay. And let me see. Aren't we missing some people? All right, there we are. People versus Lucia Gaddis on file SP 1154-1581. Ms. Gaddis has pending before the court driving an untitled car and driving in a careless manner. And Ms. Gaddis, for the record, your name, please?
Lucia Gaddis.
Okay, Lucia, okay. And for Ms. Gaddis?
Regina Triplett, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Gaddis, the prosecutor declined to make you an offer. Instead, he desires that you take the Michigan Defensive Driving course and come back and show proof that you have completed that course, and then he will make you a very generous offer. But right now, he says he can't because of the charges that are pending. Are you willing to take the Michigan Defensive Driving course, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that you're going to take that online. That's MichiganDefensiveDriving.com.
Okay.
MichiganDefensiveDriving.com.
Yes,
ma'am. We're going to adjourn the matter out for about a month. What's today? May the 4th till June the 4th, or make sure that's a weekday. That's a Friday. So you have a month to complete that course. Ms. Gaddis, you won't need a month, but you cannot, listen to me carefully, you cannot start that test, that course the night before you're supposed to come back to court and successfully complete it, unless you are a genius of high magnitude, in which case you shouldn't be in my courtroom. Okay, so I'm told that there are 14 quizzes and 1 test. So if you want to do 14 quizzes and 1 test the night before you're to come back to court, you'll be a blathering idiot when you come before me at 8:30 in the morning. So start that course today. A couple of weeks out. You don't have to complete it all in one setting. You start it, you stop wherever you want, take a break, come back the next day. But you know, mindful of that you have to be back in my courtroom on June the 4th at 8:30 with your certificate of completion. So so you got to give yourself time to flunk and retake the course.
Okay.
You understand? Sometimes people flunk. You got to retake it.
Okay.
Okay. So the course costs $60. It's like I said, it's at MichiganDefensiveDriving.com. When you register, you're going to get to a point where it says which course you want to take, the 36th District Court or the Michigan State course. Choose the 36th District Court course. All right, Ms. Gaddis, you're going to come back on June the 4th at 8:30 with your certificate of completion, and you'll show it to the House Counsel and they will convey to the judge, because it will not be me on June the 4th, it'll be somebody else, that you have completed that course, and Mr. Goss, the prosecutor, will then make you a very generous offer. Okay, ma'am, we'll see you on June the 4th.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
All right, I'm going to remove you from the call.
Okay.
Boo, it won't be you, boo.
I am going to come back June the 21st and do what I call my problem child docket. But
no, okay.
People versus Jamie Garcia. That's who's missing. Where's Miss Garcia? She was one of the first people here, and I don't see her now.
I did speak with her.
You did? Okay, we'll just set her aside. There's somebody on Prince's iPhone. Sir, your name, please. He's busy getting dressed. We'll just remove him while he's getting dressed. Your name, sir? Oh, Lord, we got connectivity problems. He's never gonna answer. Prince's iPhone.
How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm fine, sir. Nice to see you getting dressed, Mr. Prince.
Sir,
what's your name, please, sir?
Prince Lovelady, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, your name, please.
Prince Lovelady.
Mr. Lovelady, why are you calling in today? You're not on my docket for 8:30 or 8:25. Why are you calling in today?
I had a court date today at 9:30, and I just forgot about it.
No, I don't have any court times for 9:30, Mr. Lovelady. Call the courtroom, please. take down this number.
Your Honor, he has an informal hearing in courtroom 220. He's in the wrong courtroom.
In the wrong courtroom.
Okay, so how do I get in the courtroom?
You
I'm
dial
supposed to be in?
363. Are they zooming too? I'm assuming. Would that be 36022? You said what? 221?
220.
220 0000. Let's, because the ones that end in 0 got a funny kind of number. Let me just make sure, okay?
Okay, thank you.
220. Yes.
360
360.
0220.
Okay, yeah, they got a different order. You got that, sir?
360.
360
Uh-huh.
0220.
So it's just 360-0220.
No, Mr.
It-
Sir,
it's-
Mr. Goss, sir, read the number
Yeah.
back that you're supposed to zoom into, please.
360. Can you repeat the rest, please?
The whole number.
360-220, and it's 4 zeros at the end.
No, Tamika, that's incorrect. That's incorrect, sir.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Sir, on Prince's iPhone, would you please repeat the ID number that we
I
gave
just
you?
deleted it. I just deleted the number. Can you retell
All right,
it to me, please?
So listen, everybody be quiet. Sir, write the number down so you can get to the right courtroom. It's 360
Mhm.
360 0220. Would you read that number back to me, please?
360-360-0220.
That's correct. That's the right
Thank you.
Zoom. All right, you're all
Thank you. Have a
set.
good day.
Okay. Yeah, Tamika, those courtrooms that end in 0, they got a different little configuration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of them like that.
Hey, Jeff.
Mostly the magistrate. Yes, ma'am.
Is the 360 twice?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's why I had him read it back. Yep, there are a couple of them like that. Both of them are magistrates, and yeah, like 2 or 3 of them like that, mostly where the magistrates are. Okay, all right. Get back on track here. Okay. So Miss Garcia is missing. So let's move on down the line. I can find my docket sheet. Oh, here we are. People versus Sean Gist. Mr. Gist. Mr. Gist, unmute your phone, please, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, this is People versus Sean Gist on file number SP 10959221. Mr. Gist has 5 matters pending before the court: driving while unlicensed, improper plates, improper license, no insurance, and another improper plates. And for Mr. Gist?
Regina Tripley, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Gist.
Okay, and there's been an offer, Mr. Gist, for you to plead guilty to 1 count of fail to display, and I'm going to assume this is improper plates. Let me just check this.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And 1 count of improper plates, Mr. Gist. Neither of those charges carries any points on your driving record. And sir, how are you pleading?
I think she said to cut 2 of them just to the plea that they offered me.
Mr. Gist, how are you pleading to the 2 counts, sir? Guilty or not
Oh,
guilty?
guilty.
All right, sir. Are you in a car?
Yeah, I'm in the car.
Please pull over.
Yeah, we parked.
Can he turn his video on, Jeff?
Turn on your video, please, Mr. Gist.
And Dante's Vincent also.
He won't answer. He's not responding. He's in the wrong courtroom regardless. All right, there you are, Mr. Gist, the improperly dressed Mr. Gist.
You say what?
I said you are improperly dressed. Stop picking with your Mr. Gist. Stop scratching. Mr. Gist, sir, you are in my courtroom right now. and you're still scratching. Sir, pull the car over to the side. Please stop the car. I
We
can't.
pulled over. The car pulled over.
Okay. Mr. Gist, do you need to take a shower or wash your hair because you keep scratching, sir? Stop, please. That's all we can. Mr. Gist, I don't care how hot it is. Turn the freaking air conditioning on your car and stop scratching, sir. You are on YouTube in a court of law. Okay, I'm trying to tell you the whole world can see you doing what you're doing potentially. Okay, put your best face forward. Now, first of all, Mr. Gist, you're improperly dressed. You're supposed to have on a shirt with a collar on it. I'm sure you've heard me tell people this morning numerous times. Now, do you have time to go and change? Or do we need to give you a new court date?
I gotta change the court date because my shirt.
Yes, right, Mr. Gist. And don't forget to wash your hair. See how you keep scratching and whatnot?
Because I got a lot going on, miss. That's why I got a lot of stuff going on right now. That's why I don't have my shirt on and everything like that.
Sir, I don't want to hear it. All of us are living creatures. We all got a lot going on. Every single last person on this call got a lot going on. When you got nothing going on, check your pulse because you're dead. Okay, that's the way life is. Now, sir, we'll give you a new court date unless you can, go in your house and change your clothes and get back to this call before I disconnect, before I'm done with my doctor this morning, okay? If not, you're gonna call back in tomorrow?
I'm about to go change.
Okay. All righty.
Okay, mute.
All right, let's see who's next on the list. We did Mr. Gomez, People versus Tracy Green. On file number SP 1129-3131. Ms. Green has 3 matters pending before the court, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, no registration and no insurance. I'm sorry, Ms. Court Reporter, did you say something? Oh, okay. And ma'am, your name, please?
Tracy Green.
Okay, and on behalf of Ms. Green?
Your Honor, Regina Triplett. Your Honor, I did speak with Mr. Goss and he has agreed to dismiss all counts. She did provide proper documentation.
Okay. All right, Ms. Green, and based on the date of the tickets, I don't believe that you owe any SOS fee. So the matter is dismissed. Thank you for your patience this morning. It obviously paid off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I log off?
Yes, ma'am. I'm moving you right now. Okay. Next on my list, People versus Calvin Lester.
I'm here.
This is file number SP 1131-8311. Mr. Lester has 5 matters pending before the court. Driving with never having acquired a driver's license, no registration, no insurance, and expired plates. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I missed one somehow. 2 counts of expired plates, Mr. Lester. All right, Ms. Triplett for Mr. Lester.
Regina Triplett on behalf of Mr. Lester, Your Honor.
Okay, and sir, your name, please?
Calvin Leister.
Leister. I'm sorry, Mr. Leister. I mispronounced your name. All right, so the prosecutor has offered to dismiss 1, 2, 3 matters, sir, in exchange for your guilty plea to 2 no points offense, failed to display a driver's license and driving with the improper plates. Mr. Leister, how do you plead to those charges, sir?
Guilty.
And you understand that you are giving up your rights to a trial by pleading guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Leister, November 2nd of 2020, were you driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
When the officer stopped you, were you able to give him a valid driver's license?
No, ma'am.
And were your plates on your car improper because you didn't have any insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, I'm going to accept your guilty plea. The fine is $265 for each, so that's $530 to the 36th District Court. And based on the date of the tickets, I don't believe you owe any SOS fees. So, sir, the fine on total is $530. Are you paying that today?
No, ma'am. I was wondering, can I have 90 days to pay?
Yes. So this is May the 4th. You can have till August the 4th to pay it in full.
Yes,
okay.
Ma'am.
You're
Yes,
all
ma'am.
set.
Your Honor, those 2 expired plates is a duplicate.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So he's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he only has 3
4
yeah,
random
4 charges. Yep.
Okay. Well, he didn't have any SOS fees, so He pled to 2, we'll dismiss 2.
Okay, I have a
Okay.
question, ma'am.
Yes,
Is this stopping me from going to go get my license, or do I
yes,
have
it
to?
will. Yes, until you pay it in full, you cannot get your license. That's correct.
Okay.
Okay, so get it paid off so you can get your license. Because right now, if you walk out of your house and drive right now, even though you just pled guilty and I blah, 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 did all the stuff, you still don't have a license.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
All
Okay, I
right.
understand. Thank you.
Because until you pay the Secretary of State, no license.
Okay.
Okay? You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. People versus Lamia Langston.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see. We didn't have can we have her file number, please, Ms. Clerk?
Yes, ma'am.
I thought I had written it down.
Case number SP 107-9916. It's only one charge, driving while license suspended.
Okay, all right. And ma'am, your name, please?
Lamia Langston.
Okay, Ms. Langston. And on behalf of Ms. Langston?
Your Honor, Regina Triplett, on behalf of Ms. Langston, she wants to plead to the failure to display.
All
One
right,
count.
Ms. Langston, the prosecutor offered to amend this to a no points offense versus its DWLS 3 points. Ms. Triplett?
Yes.
Okay, from 3 points down to no points, Ms. Langston, how do you plead, ma'am?
Guilty.
And you understand that in pleading guilty, you are giving up your rights to a trial and all the rights you would have had you gone to trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, Ms. Langston, April the 26th of 2020, were you driving without a valid driver's license in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, ma'am, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to that matter. The fine is $265. Does Ms. Langston owe a SOS fee on that matter?
Give me 1 second, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, take your time.
Yes, Miss Langston owes $45.
Okay, so that's $310. Ma'am, did you post the bond in this matter?
No.
Okay, so are you paying the $310 today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set. Ms. Langston, give us an hour or so to update your file before you go online or call that toll-free number, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. You're all set.
Bye-bye.
Just a moment. Good morning. I'm sorry. I need to take a 10-minute break. This is the hospital calling about my sister-in-law who had a major stroke, and we need to speak to them. So everybody take a 10-minute break. I'll be back.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. Okay, let's go back on where we were done with our last defendant. That was Mr. Leister. And so next on my list actually is, we don't have a Joseph Lucia here, do we? Nope, show cause for him. This person on my docket either. People versus Gregory Oliver.
Just.
Yes, People versus Gregory Oliver and file SP 11310721. Mr. Oliver has 4 matters pending before the court. And sir, your name, please.
Gregory Oliver.
Okay, and for Mr. Oliver?
Regina Triplet, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Oliver. Your Honor, Mr. Oliver is asking for a pretrial date to get his documents.
So he wants us to adjourn the pretrial?
He does, Your Honor.
It's set for pretrial today.
We can set it for trial.
Okay.
For bench trial.
Okay, so we'll set this for trial. Can we have a trial date for Mr. Oliver, please, Ms. Clerk?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, the clerk had just stepped up for a break.
Okay, Mr. Oliver, then just hang on. And when the clerk comes back in, Peoples, would you alert her that we need a trial date?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, just mute yourself, Mr. Oliver. We'll get back with you in a moment. People versus Robert Owens. People versus Robert Owens on file SP 11302271. Mr. Owens has 3 matters pending before the court. Driving was license expired, a narcotics or drug violation, and entry without owner's written permission. And sir, your name, please.
Robert Owens.
And on behalf of Mr. Owens.
Your Honor, Regina Triplet, Mr. Owens wishes to plead guilty. I think this disorderly conduct, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Owens, the prosecutors offered to dismiss 2 charges and amend the entry without owner's permission to disorderly conduct. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I think this is a gentleman that Mr. Goss spoke to me about. I'm looking for my notes. This is going to a disorderly conduct with, I thought it was an OTE, but apparently it's not. Let me take a look and see what notes I wrote. I think.
Your Honor, the OTE was for Gomez.
Another Gomez, apparently not Mr. Roel Gomez.
No.
Okay, so this is just a straight up disorderly conduct.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Goss. All right, so Mr. Owens, let's see, here we go. October, so you understand, sir, that in pleading guilty, you are giving up your rights to a trial and
Yes,
all the
Your Honor.
rights you would have had you gone to trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Owens, October 28th of 2020, were you in a vacant dwelling in the city of Detroit without the owner's written permission?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to accept your guilty plea to the amended charge of disorderly conduct. The other 2 matters are dismissed. Were those picked up on the same day, Mr. Owens?
Yes.
Okay. And let's see, what were they for again? None of them were.
624.
I'm sorry, what?
624.
624. That's not what it says on the chart here. It says October 28th, 2020.
He said, okay.
Your Honor, that's just the charge that he's pleading to. I don't put the dates for the other tickets.
Got you. Okay, so the other 2 matters were issued when, Ms. Clerk? Because it looks like counts 1, 2, and 3. So it looked like to me they were all issued on the same day.
They were all on one ticket, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mr. Owens, at least on 1 matter, you probably, I'm pretty sure you owe you owe a couple SOS fees for the driving matters. Now, I don't understand this, how you can get an EWOP and a ticket for driving. Unless you were in the house, they saw you come out the house, you got in your car, then they stopped you. What happened, Mr. Owens? How'd this go down?
I tried to tell the attorney, they never see me in the house. I was walking down the street. I'm just pleading to it because that's what they asked me to do. But I was walking down the street. I jumped in my vehicle. They got right behind me, pulled me over.
Mr. Owens, before you were walking down the street, where were you? Were you in a vacant house without the owner's written permission?
No, I was not at the
Where
time.
were you
Your Honor,
doing?
the disorderly was to the, I think there was a paraphernalia, drug
For a
paraphernalia.
paraphernalia charge.
No, well, there's a paraphernalia, driving, expired, and the EWAP. So
Okay.
for which one are they dumping? I thought he was amending the EWAP count.
And the expired,
three.
I have my driver's license
No,
right here. I had an
no.
appointment.
No, he's amending the EWAP. That's why I asked. I need some basis for the disorderly conduct, even if amended. So, Mr.
Okay.
Owens,
You want
before
me
you
to-
walked down the street and got in your car, what house did you leave out of?
Okay, I get the house with no permission.
Thank you.
Okay.
So you were in a vacant house without written permission, is that correct?
Yes,
Was that in the city of Detroit?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Owens. I'm going to accept your guilty plea once again to the amended charge of disorderly conduct. Now, I just wondered how you got hit with those driving charges and an EWAP. So now I know. You
Well, it's
came out
one
of the
driving
bit-
charge.
Huh?
It's one driving charge, Your Honor.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Yeah, that's why I told him, and I had the appointment for the Secretary of State. I don't even know why he wrote it to me.
Well, okay.
It's
So,
just
Mr.
expired.
Owens, the fine is $265. Does Mr. Owens owe any SOS fees to the Secretary of State, Ms. Clerk?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so it's a straight 265, sir. The other two matters are dismissed. Are you paying that today?
No, Your Honor, I'm unable to.
What date are you going to have this paid off, sir?
I said August 1st to the attorney.
August 1st? Okay. Understand on, well, that's, never mind. Your license is not suspended at this time. Okay. August 1st, sir. You're all
Thank you
set.
much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Okay, I got a couple of, Mr. Oliver, unmute yourself, please. All right, Ms. Clark, Mr. Oliver wants to continue his not guilty plea and set this matter for trial.
Okay.
Need a trial date for him?
June 24.
Okay.
June 24?
Yes, ma'am.
What time?
Okay. 9 o'clock, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Make sure you have your documentation with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're all set.
All right.
And then we have Mr. Gist, who, what happened? He didn't answer when we called him previously?
No, that's the one that said he was going to go change his shirt and come back.
Oh, yes, Mr. I can't stop messing with my hair. Is that him? No, that was another guy.
Yeah, that was him. That was him.
Okay, let me find his recommendation. Here we go. I don't think that was him, but anyway, here we go. Recalling Mr. Gist, Sean Gist.
Yeah, I'm about to put my shirt on.
You see why I'm retiring?
When is your last day?
Well, I got 2 last days. This week is my last day of being on the bench, and then I'm taking 7 weeks of vacation.
Wow. Okay.
I'm taking the 3 weeks I have left over from last year, and I'm taking whatever vacation I have for this year now.
All right then.
But I'm coming back June 21st to deal with a bunch of problem children files that I don't want to have to pass on to another judge.
No, okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure.
Other than that, then my official last day is June 30th.
Oh, okay.
So, but this Friday is it. And then I'll 21st, and then see ya. Wouldn't want to beat you.
Boo.
So we having cake this Friday?
Come on, Tamika, you can join me in the ranks.
I want to.
How long?
Yeah.
How much time you got? What you say, peoples?
So we having cake Friday?
I don't know how you gonna have cake. I won't be there to eat it. COVID cake down at 36th District Court. Come on down for a slice.
Hey, Judge, have they mentioned anything about who's took Millender's place?
No, they have not. And I know that the governor closed down and was supposed to make an announcement 7 to 10 days. That was 7 to 10 days ago. I mean, the announcement's past due. So no, we don't know who's taking Millender's place. And then she's got to fill Nancy Blount in my spot. Now, if it were me, I would be one. I think I would want Nancy's spot because she just got a new 6-year term. Millender's term was expiring next year and mine expired to 24. So whoever gets our spot, everybody got to run next year. Whoever gets Nancy's spot, they'll be good for another 4 years. Whoever gets Millender's would get a new 6-year term.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
And whoever got mine would have to run again in 2024.
There's the best spot.
What you say?
I said, so Millender should be the preferable spot.
Yeah, because if you they will have to run next year anyway, because her term was up in 2022. So if they run in 2022, they'll get a whole new 6-year term.
I heard some of the magistrates apply for it.
Well, if I were a magistrate, I'd apply for it too. But magistrates are notoriously, when they campaign, I don't know what's wrong with them. People who are not magistrates run like crazy, like Tom Shannon. Tom Shannon ran, I don't know how many times, including when I was already a judge, and I saw why he would lose, because he was not a very good campaigner. He would arrive to the meetings late. He'd be all rumpled and disheveled and like, where are you coming from? Did you just get out of bed and just threw your feet on the floor and put them back on? So he ran for judge a couple of times in a row and he was a magistrate and couldn't do anything. I don't know, why did he quit, or was he fired?
I don't know.
I don't remember. But I know it's difficult for the magistrates to get elected straight up. Look how hard it was for, Royster didn't make it. Paula did, Paula Humphreys.
I think he got fired, Judge. I don't think he got fired because he was a hearing officer. He might still be a hearing officer for the city over in the traffic court over on Jefferson. Not Jefferson, over by the post office.
Lafayette, the parking bureau.
Yeah. He was a hearing officer there.
I don't know. So it's difficult. So I hope some of the magistrates get appointed. There are going to be 3 spots, and then we don't know what's going to happen with Judge Lilia Davis. She's still on paid suspension. What a job! What a job!
Yeah, what a job!
What a job! Now we're waiting for Mr. Gist. Now what are we waiting for him for?
To change his shirt.
Mr. Gist, are you changed, sir? There we go. All right. All right, Mr. Gist, you want to be still just a moment? There you go. All right. This is People versus Sean Gist. And so your name, please?
Sean Gist.
All right. This is file SP 1095-9221. Mr. Gist has 5 matters pending before the court. And on behalf of Mr. Gist?
Regina Triplett, Your Honor.
Okay. And there's been an offer made, sir. The prosecutors offered to dismiss 3 matters in exchange for your guilty plea to 2 no points offenses. And Mr. Gist, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
And you understand that you are giving up your rights to a trial by pleading guilty?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Gist, August the 8th of last year, were you driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And when the officer stopped you, were you able to give him a valid driver's license?
No.
And did you have proper plates on your car?
No.
All right, Mr. Gist, I'm going to accept your guilty plea to improper plates and fail to display. As I indicated, neither carries any points in your driving record. The fine for both is $265, so that's $530 altogether. And does Mr. Gist owe the Secretary of State any SOS fees on these 5 matters?
Give me a second. Yes, he does.
How many does he owe? 5?
5. Yep.
Yep, I thought so. All right, so Mr. Gist, that's $225 for the Secretary of State. So altogether, that's $755. Mr. Gist, did you post a bond, sir?
No,
No bond with the
Uh,
36th District Court?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, so Mr. Gist, the question is, are you paying this today?
No, not today.
All right, what date are you gonna have these matters paid in full?
You said it's 7:55.
Yes, sir.
Should I get like 30 days?
Sure. That gonna be long enough?
I was gonna say 60, but I
60
want
is
to have it.
fine. But
Yeah, I
this,
want to have it done.
Mr. Gist, if you take a full 60, just understand that until you pay this in full, you can't get your driver's license and your license is still
Yeah,
suspended.
that's why I wanted to say 30 because I want to get it
Okay.
out the way.
All right, so today is May the 4th. You want to adjourn this to pay the June the 4th, is that right?
Yes,
Or July the 4th?
July the 4th.
Okay, we'll say July 3rd, but just remember that until you pay this in full, your license is still suspended, okay?
All right, I got you.
All righty, you're all set, sir. We're gonna remove you from the call.
All right, have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. And then I don't know what Mr. Dantes Vincent is doing because he has not answered. You sent him a chat, is that right, Sandy?
I talked to Mr. Vincent on the phone. I told him that it's not for him, it's for his mom. His mom has a ticket, but I told him he has a June 4th is his court date. So I don't understand why he's still on the phone.
Okay, what's his mother's name?
Shariba Locke.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're just gonna remove him from the call then. Okay, and with that, we have completed